Hello, everybody. It's me, just me, Tracy-Lee. I am coming back. Today is Wednesday. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but um, the Amigurumi has taken over my world, it seems like. Um, but I have, since I've spoke with you last, I've worked up 3 test patterns which they will be presented in an upcoming video. So go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification if you might be interested in seeing my test patterns that I've been working. They are super cute and I have had a blast with them. All 3 are from the same uh, creator, so which is really fun. But now I have the test off my hook. I am getting back on Tommy the dog, and I have the pattern. The pattern is actually from the Amigurumi Made Easy book. I purchased it on Amazon. And out in front of me is everything that I am going to be needing, and just a couple things that I have just to share some tips and tricks with you. So, here is what I have so far made up and put together. Other than the eyes, I don't have the eyes actually attached yet. They're just poked in there. I was watching a movie and got ahead of myself and crocheted all the way down. Already had it all stuffed and was already on my decrease, and then remembered, crap, I forgot to insert the eyes. So my eyes right at the moment are just in place where I do believe I am going to attach them. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to take the black yarn. I think this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the black yarn and my, what is this, a 3.50 millimeter crochet hook, and I'm just going to do little circles, since this is so like the snout or the muzzle, so to speak. Sorry, the muzzle on it is so prominent, and um it's not going to hurt for the eyes to be. And this is the largest, excuse me, the largest safety eyes that I have. They are the brown, which I think is perfect for the puppy dog. But I'm gonna, excuse me, crochet some circles and go ahead and insert the safety eyes through the circle pad. So I don't know how to explain it. Let's see here. I have some circles. These are little patches that I made up to stick on him randomly here and there. But I'm going to crochet some of these up in black, not so large, and attach attach the safety eye to the black, and then I'll be able to sew it on to place, since I completely forgot to attach the safety eyes before I finished him off. So be it. The eyes are too small anyhow, so they would have looked awkward. Um, and if it looks too fuzzy with the acrylic yarn, I might change direction and do it out of cotton thread. But I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that this is going to work, because I need to get him done and off my hook. Um, is isn't he? He's cute, right? I believe I'm going to add, using the Hirschner's Worsted 8. This is in the Aran color. I think I'm going to do some triangles and put on the inside of his ears to give a little bit more detail. And I think that'll look nice because the muzzle is actually made out of that same yarn. I think it's turned out cute. I do have a little short stubby tail made up. I'm not entirely sure if I'm crazy about it yet. It kind of looks weird right now. I just tucked it in the middle to hold that poly stuffing in. But I might go ahead and just fold it right here and attach it, if I can get a hold of it, attach it like this way. But yeah, I'm not quite there yet. I'm going to do this later because I need to have him laying flat so I can attach the the front and hind legs. And on the pattern it shows, let me grab this real quick, hang on. Okay, you guys, here is the photo out of the book of the Tommy the dog. And mine is going to be a bit different than this one here. I'm not, let me grab this right over here. Hang on. I don't have to stick my crooked finger in the photo. This here, these patches are made separate and then sewn on. I didn't do that on the eye. I mean, obviously. Yes, I went ahead and used my doll needles and kind of sort of stuck him together real quick to give kind of an idea of what I have going on. The legs are, I mean, I placed them, I don't know. I still have the little pads to do on the bottom of the feet, which theirs is on different than mine. So, gosh dog it. Gosh, the dog. Okay, this is what I have so far. I guess apparently I have to move the hind legs to where the bottom of the pads are, because it does kind of look like it could be standing up like a horse or something. Okay, all right. I'm glad I caught that before I started attaching. But anyway, let me change that around real quick and see what he looks like. There he is standing on all fours. I did add the tail. Let me turn him around. I just hope it don't look like a little turd coming out. He looks so funny. Okay, let me just turn the I'll put patches on the back of him. That way, I don't know, me and the tail might not be getting along. It might look like a, you know, you see what it looks like. But anyway, let me get these hind legs laid down and let's see what that looks like. Give me a sec. All right, guys. Yes, I think that did the trick. Now he is starting to come together now, I think. Having them hind legs facing forward. Having the hind legs facing forward makes a big difference. And yeah, I'm starting to feel much better about him now. Even his tail in the back. Once I start adding patches to the back, it'll I think it'll really start coming together then. Maybe, I don't know. But all of this here, these bumps, I mean, it will be there still, but I'll work that out as we go. Once I get to sewing it on, it'll kind of snug it up together. And yeah, it's homemade, so you know what can you expect. I do intend on making him a collar to take up part of the negative space here. There is so far a lot of negativity right there, negative space that is. Um, and that's where these patches are going to come in play. And anyhow, that's what I have going on. I do intend on making the little pads for his feet using this color yarn here. It's a peachy color, and I thought, you know, it would go along with him quite well. I'm hoping anyway. That's my plan. Um yeah, there is Tommy the dog so far. I am going to start getting him all stitched together. And if you noticed over here, I have some knitting needles. And if you notice Tommy the dog, he kind of looks like, um, you know, he has pins all stuck in him. Okay, let me get adjusted, get part of this moved out of my way, and I have a little tip for you. I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have all that yarn and other stuff out of my way, um, I have, okay, I have always pointed out the importance of the doll needles, and this is the longest one that I have. Um, these tips are very, very sharp on these doll needles. So my first little tip to keep you from being poked is pencil top erasers. They work great. Um, just to cover the tip. It saves you from being poked, and it saves your tips from being damaged. You do want a sharp tip in order to get your needles through your plushies, because sometimes it could be tough. It can be tough getting them through, and you want your needles to be good still. Um, I have 2 sets of these, and which is still not enough for Tommy the dog. Which I'm missing a couple, which are probably in a project bag somewhere. But um, if you notice, I have all of my that I know of that I have been able to find, all of my doll needles in Tommy right now. But I needed a little extra to keep these from twirling around, because once I get them in position exactly where I want them, I don't want anything moving as I'm sewing all of his body parts together. Um, so what I like to do from time to time, whenever I'm in the flea markets or, uh, you know, just the yard sales or whatnot, I like to pick up the double-ended knitting needles, which they don't even have to be double-ended, but I I prefer the double-ended um to use, you know, to hold my parts together. And one day I may end up teaching myself how to knit me a pair of socks, and I'll have what I need. But not anytime soon. But they work perfect. These are small ones. The blue ones are small ones. I know nothing about knitting needles, honestly. Um, these are very old. I think I only give like 10 cents for the pack. It does have original sticker on there, but I can't make out what that store was. Can you tell what that says? Or are you familiar with? Anyway, but anyway, enough of that. A size, it looks like a size, is it a 4? I don't know. I don't know, guys. But, I got these for a dime. Still in the package. I have one out right now holding, a leg down. But very inexpensive. And they work perfect to hold your pieces on your amigurumi so you can sew them on. If you work your amigurumi up this way. This one, all of the pieces are all separate and you have to sew them on, you know, which, hey, that's my little tidbit for the day. If you can, if you run across these knitting needles, the thin ones, I guess it just depends upon the gauge or whatever type of material you're using for your plushies. His little nose looks weird right there, doesn't it? I'm not done smushing around. It being that speckled yarn, that tweedy yarn, I bet that's what. No, it ain't. That's not part of it. I'll have to take care of that little spot. It's bugging me. But anyway, sorry, sidetracked. Knitting needles, they come in handy, even if you don't knit. But very cheap, inexpensive, little tool for your amigurumi to help get all of your everything assembled and assembled straight. Anyhow, I think that is what I have going on. Well, no, that is what I have going on at the moment. I have a little whining puppy in there right now. See, so I need to get little paw prints on his little feet. Have to get spots placed on the back. The triangles for the inner portion of the ear. Oh yes. And of course, I have to get the eyes. So, I'm going to get you set up over here on my little stand and maybe get them assembled and you can hang out with me while I do that. You can be cheering me on behind the scenes, so to speak, even though you won't be seeing this until after I'm done. But still, you can cheer me on anyway. Give me a thumbs up and let me know down below what you think of my Tommy the dog. So far, so good. Like I said, I'm not going to attach his tail until afterwards because we're just going to have to see how all this comes out. I want the back to look as well as the front. So that area is going to take some work. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but we still have the spots. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, guys, back in a few. Well, a few for me, just a second for you. All right. And plus, I got to go let that whiner out or she won't stop. All right. Be right back.